Hey everyone, Tech OG here, who's all about tech and travel. Check it out, I'm back in my classroom. We are a few days before the first day of school next week, and this is our first day back in the building. Well, I've been in the building all summer, getting things ready a little bit early, so I didn't have much to do today except for meetings. But yeah, back in my classroom, and so this is basically my extended studio to make my videos. And this video is gonna be a quick review of the Samsung Galaxy Flip 5. I decided to try this phone out because I was a little bit disappointed with the Motorola Razr 2023, Razr Plus, 2023 version. I just want to call it the Razr 40 Ultra. That's what it was called outside the US. That's much easier to say than Razr Plus 2023. So the Razr 40 Ultra, it had subpar pictures, and because I was going to be using it in my classroom as well as for personal use, I wanted better clarity in my pictures. And so since I already know that Samsung does a really good job with their cameras, I decided to try this phone out. Now, because this phone came out in July of 2023, if you've seen this in other videos, you should already know about some of the specs. So I'm not going to bore you with the specs. I'm just going to read them pretty quickly, have them flash on the screen as well. This does come with either, well, as a choice for SIM, nano SIM, or eSIM. It has an IPX8 water resistant rating, so you can dunk it up to 1.5 meters for up to 30 minutes. Has a dynamic AMOLED screen, 120 hertz refresh rate, a maximum of 1750 nits, so pretty bright when looking at it in direct sunlight. Has a nice cover display, not as nice as the Razr 40 Ultra, but good enough, especially just to look at things at a glance. Comes with Android 13 out of the box, but you can update it to Android 14, One UI 6.1.1, so you can get some AI features on this device. Comes with a Snapdragon 8th generation, Generation 2 chip. The cameras on the front, you got dual 12 megapixel cameras, one wide, one ultra wide, and on the inside you have a 10 megapixel selfie camera. You can get either 256 gigabytes or up to 512 gigabytes of storage on the inside, and the battery is a 3700 milliamp. One of the first things you'll notice about this phone is the hinge. The hinge, of course, very sturdy, so you can put this in a lot of cool angles to hold it in view. So you can prop it up like this if you want to make a video right on your desk. It's pretty cool, nice angles. That's a great hinge. The form factor is very reminiscent of a phone that is topping the charts as far as sales, Apple. So I can understand why Samsung has made this look a little bit more boxy because of how Apple phones are. The weight of it, to me, it definitely feels a little bit heavier than the Razr 40 Ultra, but not too heavy. And it feels really good when it's folded up like this. So even though I'm a little bit more of a fan of the Razr 40 Ultra form factor, this definitely feels pretty good in the hands because of this boxy shape. So it feels like it's going to stay more secure in your hand when holding it. As I already mentioned, Samsung is pretty good with their camera game. Excuse that beep, I already told you I'm back in school, so back to business. Like I said, already good with their camera game, so as far as taking pictures, the pictures are gonna come out pretty well. So as far as that, I'm very happy with, like I said, the camera quality, form factor. Like I said, very decent, not as good as the Razr 40 Ultra. Weight is not that bad. So, pretty cool phone so far to use for work and for play. Even though the specs are pretty decent on this phone, there was one thing that really disappointed me using this phone, and this is for work-related purposes. I'm a big fan of DeX, and I thought that DeX was on this phone because it's been on pretty much every Samsung phone since the S8, well, their flagship phones for the most part, since the S8, I believe. Either the S8 or the Note 8, one of the two. But still, that's been a long time for DeX to be around on a lot of these flagship phones. But I was very disappointed to find out that DeX is not on this phone. Now, there is a way to force desktop mode so you can get a certain version of DeX or an experimental version of DeX if you do this certain feature by going into the developer settings. I'll tell you about that later, or I'll direct you to a video that shows you how to do it. However, when I force this into desktop mode or the experimental DeX mode, I tried to use this on my laptop. So this is, what is this? I was about to call this a NextDock Wireless, but this is actually the UPerfect X14 Pro. And this particular laptop allows me to hook up a device wired or wireless. Now, wireless through Bluetooth. Now, I tried hooking this up wired and wireless, and for the life of me, I could not get this to appear on the screen. I thought wireless would have been easier because it's hooked up via Bluetooth, but when I did portray this on the laptop, only the wallpaper showed up. So no apps, no app icons, nothing showed up, just the wallpaper, and that was it. And I tried all kinds of different things to get it to work, and it just didn't work. And my main goal this year was to just use one device, mainly my phone, and use this to do work from instead of carrying a laptop, such as my school laptop over here. I was just going to use this to do Word documents, PowerPoints, things like that, because you can get those particular apps in the Play Store and do your regular work from your phone. And I was just basically extending the screen to the laptop. But this did not work no matter what I tried, even wired, it didn't work. It just still showed the wallpaper, and that was it. And because that happened, I was a little disappointed, even though, like I said, I'm very happy with this phone in general, especially the camera quality. But just that right there is a deal breaker for me. Not being able to use it with my laptop is a huge deal breaker. So what I kind of decided to do, because when I had the Razr 40 Ultra, which is again the 2023 version, that one had I could call it software called Ready For It, and that allowed you to connect the Razr wired or wireless to, for example, a laptop or a display, and that was out of the box. And because, like I said, I'm back at work and just want to use one device and extend the screen if I want to, I'm thinking that I want to go back to the Razr 40 Ultra and give it another try. And I didn't give it a full try, especially with the cameras, because when I was taking pictures in my man cave studio. And in my man cave, the picture quality for pretty much any camera phone that I use are not that great. There's a lot of noise, just a lot of fuzziness in the picture. You should already know that the more light that's in the sensor, the better the picture quality. That's a given. And that's for pretty much any smartphone camera. So since I didn't give it a full chance, I'm going to repurchase it and see how the pictures come out when I have a lot more light going into the sensor. And for the fact, like I said, because it has Ready For, I can use it with my laptop, so I can use it for work, for play, so I can do my grades, do PowerPoint presentations, type up Word documents. I mean, just for everything I can do on my school laptop, just using the phone, because I don't want to keep taking this home. I just want to put everything on my phone or take documents on my laptop, put it in the cloud, and then work from home from my phone. And vice versa, bring my phone to school, bring this to school, and I can do work all on here instead of on the laptop. So that's what I decided to do. Gonna get the Razr 40 Ultra again, retry it, and see how it works with Ready for It and using it at work. So thank you, Samsung, for making this phone. It's fantastic, but there's a lot of features that are missing that I would like to have on it. And that's the end of my review video of the Samsung Galaxy Flip 5. If you enjoyed this video, and I hope you did, definitely leave a thumbs up. And leave me any comments about what you think about the Flip 5. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please do so. Tell your friends about my channel, and I hope to see you in my next video.